All right, welcome to Say What I Mean. I'm your host, Amin Shah. Thanks for tuning in. And man, I couldn't wait to talk to y'all today. I'm gonna be with y'all all week, and not just this week, but every week going forward. 7:30 each weekday. So we got a lot to talk about, man. So Monday's always gonna be week begin. So what do that mean? This is just what I'm looking forward to in this week in stories, whether it's politics, battle rap, entertainment, movies, shows, whatever. So, yeah, let's just get started on it. So, if y'all haven't watched my video about Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death, make sure y'all go ahead and watch that. I did a video on that Friday, right when the news was announced that she had passed away of cancer. And basically, I broke down what that means for the 2020 election. And more importantly, what do that mean for issues like healthcare? What does that mean for issues like reparations if we ever get to that point? Granted, we are far away from reparations getting through the Senate and Congress, but it is getting at least is discussions about it now. If we ever get to the point where it can actually get passed, if we put enough pressure on these politicians, if we get the type of politicians we need, what if it goes to Supreme Court? So make sure you watch that video because it's very important. Like people that not into politics every day, I don't think realize how important the federal courts is. And I've been stressing this for a few years now. The courts are heavily important for several different reasons. They determine what constitutional. So the Congress can pass the laws, but if you get Congress, if Congress is challenged, if a law is challenged, it goes to the courts. So they uphold what and what not is constitutional. So if the courts rule a particular law or legislation to be unconstitutional, what's going to happen? That means the whole law is going to get struck down. So it is very important. And I wish non-Republicans, non-GOP members really realize how important the courts are. I mean, if you want any type of progress, you're going to have to go through the courts. And I trying to do what I can to raise awareness about that. Now, this is a big vacancy because if Trump is able to replace Ginsburg, it's going to be a 6-3 majority for the conservatives, which basically means any type of progress that is passed can get struck down by the Supreme Court. And almost anything Trump does might be approved through the courts. So this is why it's such a huge deal. I explained because, on television, they talking about the hypocrisy of the Republicans, which is true. They are very hypocritical because Mayor Garland, that was Barack Obama's Supreme Court nominee during the last election. They held it up for 9 months because there's like, a presidential election is about to come. Let the American people decide who the president is, and then we hold hearings. Now, of course, the Republicans not saying the same thing this time. It's blatant hypocrisy, but they don't care about that. They care about winning. And that's the bottom line. We can, cry foul, we could get emotional, or we could try to do something about it. It's limited options because Democrats just don't have the numbers in the Senate. So hopefully this course is not lost for generations, but that is the fear. There is things they could do. They could pack the courts if they do win the White House and win the Senate. That is an option. But will Democrats actually do something like that? I think they should, because we can't have a conservative court like this. I mean, it's so dangerous, the situation we're in right now. It's hard to even express how bad the situation is if it's a 6-3 Supreme Court. Not to mention all the nominees and right-wing extremists Trump had put in the lower courts. So it's a bad situation. Let's look at the developments going forward. Some of the Republican senators are starting to say that, okay, maybe we'll wait till after the election. Not many. I heard Lisa Murkowski might be willing to wait till after the election. But what do after the election mean? Does that mean they'll vote on it in the lame duck session, which is a possibility, which still will leave us in the same position? So when you put pressure on them, you have to put pressure on them not to have hearings or sit anybody until after the inauguration. So this is going to be a huge story this week. Most of the political story is going to be about that. But beyond that, focus needs to be on some of the environmental issues that's going on out west. Each year it seems like it's more and more wildfires and more crazy weather out there. Environmental justice and environmental issues is something that we haven't paid enough attention to. And what I mean by that is there's toxic areas all over the countries. There's toxic areas in a lot of Black communities. I mentioned this before, but there's a toxic area here where I'm from, Buffalo, where the residents in a particular area here was an old plant here, old factory plant. Children then had more learning disabilities in this area. People have been sick at a higher rate due to the pollution on the ground. So when you talk about climate change, you need to link it with pollution, and just environmental justice and environmental health and sustainability overall. So that's the story I'm looking out for this week. What's going on with these wildfires? Are they getting under control? And if anybody going to go to the next level, not just reporting on this, but why is this happening? That's what I'm looking forward to, because oftentimes, especially if you watch the mainstream media, they don't get deep into the topic. It's real surface level. They don't get into the layers. They just give you the icing, the frosting. They don't actually give you what you really need in it. So hopefully, eventually, people start digging deeper in these type of issues. Also, a lot of times, because you're so far away from where these wildfires is going, if you don't live out west, sometimes out of sight, out of mind, until these issues hit us. It might not be wildfires, but like I said, it might be lead in the water, like in Flint. And Trump EPA is letting more companies pollute in the water. There's almost no regulations right now. So these things we have to think about. These are stories that need to be reported on. This is stuff that we have to demand change on. So that's another story I'm looking out for, just this environmental stories. So beyond that, beyond politics, tomorrow I'm going to do a full breakdown of Summer Madness 10, Summer Madness X. It was a great event, in my opinion. My opinion differs from a lot of people in the battle rap community. You had Aver versus Calico. I have a different opinion about that battle than a lot of people do. I think it was a good battle. A lot of people is disappointed by it, not me. And I'll explain why tomorrow. And, it's going to be some more hip hop talk tomorrow too. So we're going to get real into that. But look forward to that tomorrow. Also in battle rap this week, I saw Math Hoffa, Calico going at it. So I don't know. They look like they're trying to set up a part 2 of that battle. Is that something y'all really want to see? I want to talk more about that tomorrow. A Math Hoffa Calico 2. Do y'all really want to see that? You got the TD tournament going on Twitch. Are y'all interested in it? Me, I don't. I'm not really that interested in that tournament, so I'm not even going to front you. I'm just not. But so that'll wrap. We're going to discuss a lot of that. We have shows going on this week. We have the Boys. That's what I've been watching. What shows y'all watching right now? I'm watching The Boys. I'm watching Lovecraft Country. I was doing recaps of Lovecraft Country. I'm not gonna lie, the show's starting to lose me a little bit. Is for a lot of different reasons, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep going on with that. So I'm still got movie reviews to get to. Don't worry, I'm going to still do that for y'all, separate from the lives. But just saw Antebellum, great concept, not executed well. So I got videos to do for y'all too. We got some flashbacks coming for y'all. I'm going to get back to the presidential series starting Thursday. So look forward to that. Consciousness and Comics is back. Look forward to that on Wednesday. So I'm gonna be working for y'all. This is just a brief live, just to tell y'all what I was looking forward to this week as far as stories, what I got coming for y'all. So I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick. Make sure you stay tuned every day, 7:30 on YouTube. Go to Say What I Mean on YouTube, or you can go on Facebook if you choose. But I'm gonna be live on both platforms. So yeah, make sure y'all tune in, and I'm working for y'all. I'm excited. Peace.